Have you ever wondered why? No matter how hard you try, saving money or getting ahead financially always seems just out of reach. Maybe you've cut back on coffee, built a budget, or even started tracking your expenses. But if your beliefs about money are shaped by myths, you might be sabotaging your progress without even realizing it. Today, let's uncover 7 common money myths that could be quietly keeping you from building wealth. And more importantly, what you can do to break free from them. Let's start with a classic. I'll start saving when I earn more. It sounds logical, doesn't it? Why stress about saving when your paycheck barely covers rent, food, and the occasional treat? But here's the catch: lifestyle inflation. As your income rises, so do your expenses. The new phone, the bigger apartment, the fancier dinners, it all grows quietly in the background. The truth is, people rarely save more just because they earn more. The key is to build the habit now, no matter how small. If you save $10 from every paycheck, you're not just growing your bank balance, you're training your brain to prioritize saving as your income grows. Next up, myth number 2. Investing is only for the rich. If you picture investing as something for people in suits on Wall Street, you're not alone. But the reality? Thanks to index funds and apps, anyone can start investing with as little as $5 or $10. The magic lies in compound interest. When you invest early, even tiny amounts snowball over time. Imagine putting away $50 a month into an S&P 500 index fund at age 22. By the time you're 60, with average market returns, you could end up with over $160,000. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. No trust fund required. Myth 3. A credit card is free money. This is a dangerous one. Swiping a credit card feels painless, and it's easy to forget that it's borrowed money you'll have to pay back with interest. Miss a payment or let the balance grow, and suddenly you're paying 20% or more each year. Instead, treat credit cards as a tool, not a ticket to instant gratification. Use them for planned purchases you can pay off in full each month. And think of the rewards as a bonus, not a reason to spend more. Myth number 4 might surprise you. If I just budget harder, I'll get rich. Budgeting is powerful, but it's not a magic bullet. Sticking to a budget helps you control spending, but it doesn't solve the problem of not earning enough. Sometimes, the real breakthrough happens when you focus on increasing your income, picking up a side hustle, learning a new skill, or starting a digital product. Remember, you can only cut expenses so far, but your earning potential is unlimited. On to myth 5. Emergency funds are only for people with families or mortgages. Emergencies don't discriminate. Whether it's a flat tire, a sudden illness, or losing your job, life has a way of throwing curveballs. Building an emergency fund, even if it's just $500 at first, gives you breathing room and keeps you from going into debt when life gets messy. Try the envelope system or set up a separate high-yield savings account to make it easier. Even a small buffer can mean the difference between a minor setback and a financial disaster. Myth 6 is all about mindset. There's never enough money to go around. This is the scarcity mindset in action. When you believe there's never enough, you focus on limitations, what you can't do, what you can't afford, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But what if you flip the script? The abundance mindset is about seeing possibilities. Maybe you can negotiate your salary, sell something you no longer need, or leverage your skills in a new way. It's not about ignoring reality, but about looking for opportunities instead of roadblocks. Finally, myth 7. I'm just not good with money. Maybe you've made some mistakes, bounced a check, or struggled to keep track of spending. That's normal. No one is born a financial genius. The good news, money skills can be learned just like riding a bike or cooking a meal. Start with small wins. Track your expenses for a week or read one chapter of a well-reviewed personal finance book like The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel or Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Each step builds your confidence and rewires your beliefs. Let's make this real for a moment. Imagine you're a college student with a part-time job, earning just enough to get by. You've heard all these myths from friends, family, and social media, but you decide to challenge them. You set up an automatic transfer of 10 a week into a savings account. You watch YouTube videos to learn about index funds and buy your first ETF. You start a side gig tutoring online and use your first paycheck to pad your emergency fund. A year later, you have $500 in savings, your investments have grown a little, and you feel more in control. You're not rich yet, but you've proven to yourself that you can build healthy money habits, one myth at a time. So, what can you do today? First, pick one myth that resonated with you. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it really true or just something you've heard so often that it feels true? Challenge it with a small action. If you think you can't invest, open a free account and try putting in just $5. If you think you're bad with money, read a blog post or watch a video on budgeting. Every small step chips away at these myths and replaces them with confidence. Remember, your financial journey is yours alone. You don't need to have all the answers or be perfect from the start. The most important thing is to question the stories you've been told about money, especially the ones that keep you stuck. The sooner you let go of these myths, the sooner you can start building a financial future that matches your values, goals, and dreams. So next time you hear yourself saying, "I'll save when I earn more," or "I'm just not good with money," pause and remember, the only thing standing between you and financial freedom might just be an old story you're ready to outgrow. Challenge the myth, take a small step, and watch as your money and your mindset begin to transform.